Great police sketches from mid-century America, a time when eyewitness descriptions aided police much more than today's photos and videos. What about the Zodiac Killer? Do any of the persons of interest look like the 1969 San Francisco police sketch? I certainly think there is someone. Could an aloof, confident, self-made high achiever who loved the utmost thrilling challenges be the Zodiac? Did he in fact have personal, remarkable, and shocking connections to the case that were so private they lay hidden for decades? That man, Kjell Qvale, not only wrote an angry letter to the San Francisco Chronicle, he lived near the San Francisco taxi murder scene, and the police spoke to him that night. This man went to the North Bay frequently for business and pleasure, where the other Zodiac murders took place. Fast cars and racing were a passion. Naturally, we know the Zodiac knew the North Bay back roads, with their dark and isolated lovers' lanes, very well. He owned very reliable cars, as though he knew top mechanics, or only purchased cars he could trust for speed and efficiency. A car breakdown after a murder would have been, as they say, curtains, and a house near the taxi murder scene was the only perfect and certain refuge from the police, who descended quickly on the scene. In this book, In the Shadow of Mount Diablo by Mike Rodelli, read the criminal profile which, combined with the many startling facts, fits San Francisco's Qvale like a T, or if you will, an uncanny Z, Z for Zodiac. And now before we go, I'd like to take a moment to remind you that I've made some videos about some very frightening crimes during the time of the Zodiac and the Golden State Killer here in the Bay Area. Those Bay Area crimes from Napa to Mountain View have never been solved, so if you have an interest in how they may connect or may not to other famous cases, please look for them in our video library. Thank you for watching, and let's remember that the Zodiac police sketch is as good and reliable as those seen in the past. At the time, Qvale simply didn't look like the type to murder a taxi driver, but then some of the other men seen in this video didn't look like the so-called criminal type either. The least likely bank robber of all was Wayne Lee Westfall, an El Paso, Texas police officer who traveled by bus to New Mexico to rob a bank. He was seen in the daylight, and yet the resulting sketch was not quite perfect. However, it did aid in his capture. Convicted, he was sentenced to prison for 8 years. The Zodiac sketch, one that has been studied perhaps more than any other in history, seen in a new light, may yet help in identifying the suspect. And there's more about that in the book.